Hello. It's been a while since I've done a tarot reading live, and I felt like it was time to do another one. I recently did one in my Instagram page, my personal one, not the Divine Intuition page. And I'll leave a link below so that you guys can follow me there. It's I have two Instagram pages, Divine Intuition. It says Divine Intuition, and then I have another one that's a personal one. That's Michelle M. Tarot. So I'm gonna start doing some live readings there instead of Divine Intuition. I kind of want to change that Instagram, make it more artistic than anything, and then promote more of my readings in my other Instagram. So I'll leave the link below so you guys can follow it. But yeah, today I kind of wanted to make it more like a resting space, more relaxation space. I am really into ASMR as well. I want to do more ASMR videos, and kind of want to combine both tarot and ASMR together. But yeah, I want to push it more to tarot readings mostly. But the intention for this live session was mostly to make it more of a healing session, along with some tarot readings as well, right? Kind of want to talk about myself and just like kind of like catch up on things, and then after that we can go for the readings. But it's up to you if you want to stick with what I'm going to be talking about right now, and let's skip straight to the readings. Yeah, so it's been quite an intense week, quite a lot of energies, a lot of emotional purges, I may say. The reason I'm wearing white is because and I'm kind of putting a different type of music, is putting Archangel Gabriel music. I'm kind of working with Archangel Gabriel right now, so I've been kind of really into working with archangels lately, because of my crystal course that I'm taking with my teacher. She's such a divine being, bless her heart, and yeah, and Archangel Michael works with the energies of white and blue. So but the reason why I was doing this is because of the altars. So I've been learning how to do altars and some rituals, and they all kind of work with higher celestial beings, higher divine beings, and they're so healing and very therapeutic when you work with them. So I've been working with them lately, and just the one I did was the last one, and it's called the altar of Oracle, the Oracle altar. So basically you set up your altar, and she kind of takes a look at it, and she kind of reads it like a tarot card. So she sees all the elements that you put around the altar, and then with that she kind of calculates what's missing in your life, or what's happening with your inner being, if how are your both balances with masculine and feminine energies. She checks all four elements, the water, fire, air, and earth, and then she determines like what we need to kind of heal from there on. So after I do that, she makes me put it properly, and I'll activate it for the whole week. So for the whole week I kind of like activate it and kind of heal myself from it afterwards. So yeah, that's been interesting. That's been quite a nice experience, kind of healing the parts of myself that are very unbalanced, and kind of tuning in back to who I am. And as it's interesting, because as I was showing her, she kind of the things that she said, because this is, I just kind of want to be open and share the things that I may need to heal from, and what are my imbalances at the moment. And one thing is that, so you have I'm just going to teach it quickly. So you have the 4 elements, and then you have in the north air, in the south water, I believe in the west. I'm not sure if this is the west or east, but basically the west would be the masculine energy, and then the east, I think, the feminine energy. It's kind of hard because the projection of the camera is kind of flipped, so I can probably leave a diagram and show it to you guys later. But it's interesting. And the I am, which is your ether, the ether energy is in the center, right? So that's your I am. And apparently in there, I had only my picture there. I didn't have my picture there. I had the flame, the fire there. So I had all the elements mixed around. And then I had my picture, because you're supposed to put a picture of yourself too. I had a picture of myself on the masculine energy side, and then in the feminine energy, I had like these white flowers, and then where the water was, I didn't even put the water. I just put a bunch of crystals everywhere. Like I covered the whole altar with crystals, and apparently her interpretation about that is that, first of all, she told me your fire is off. She literally says you don't have your fire on, because you're supposed to send her the results of the picture, like the result of your little altar oracle, and she's like, your fire is off, completely off. It's not on, right? And you don't even have water there. You have crystals, meaning you're completely dry. It's out of your emotions. Your emotions are completely dry, and you don't have your inner flame on at all. Ignited, it's off, right? And then you have your picture where the masculine energy is, meaning that you've replaced that with more of a masculine energy. So you are very unbalanced with your feminine and masculine, meaning you have more of a sense of masculine power in the masculine area, right? So that represents your father and your mother also. So what she was saying is that you're very unbalanced in that sense. Of, like, some point in your life, she said, that masculine energy kind of enhanced. And I can relate to that a lot, because a lot of things happened in my life that kind of forced me to kind of replace this feminine energy that I have. That's really who I am. Like, you were both feminine and masculine, yeah, but like it depends, what energy you relate yourself to most. But in my case, me, my natural state is a more kind of harmonious and more of a very in tune. I've had like a high feminine energy in tune with me, but throughout my life, I kind of had to put that to the side and kind of push it away, and I kind of had to enhance like my masculine energy a lot, and it became unbalanced, that it became very kind of, I used it as a power source, so I used it for power, right? And that comes a lot with the Leo energy, right? The lion energy. And I can see why in my life, because I needed to survive because of certain situations in my life, and a lot of things I had to defend myself from, whereas like I had this delicate part of me that couldn't be vulnerable anymore. It couldn't be that natural state of mind. So it's so interesting that she says that, because she says that, yeah, so you put your picture, imagine your picture is supposed to be in the center of this altar, of this oracle, all that we're doing. It's supposed to be in the center, because that's your I am, right? And then your flame, you have, not only is it's off, but you have your picture there in the masculine area, your father area. So you have to take that picture out, put it in the center in your I am, and you have to put instead the flame there, and then turn on the flame, and then it's like igniting yourself again. And then it's interesting because your flame is off, and because your water is so dry, you have all these crystals surrounding your oracle, and those are what's sustaining you right now. It's like you have a lot of assistance in the ethereal realm, kind of sustaining you and keeping you going. Because like I have a lot of complications, internal complications that I have to resolve and heal from, and which is the reason why my flame is off and I have no water there. And so, but she said that you can put elements like crystals, right? Because crystals are like water elements as well. And those crystals are what's sustaining you right now in the part of the emotional essence, the emotional part of your being. So you have a lot of assistance from, first of all, she says you have a lot of assistance from your father that's trying to sustain you on the other side, and assistance from a mother figure as well, whether it is your mother or a different mother role that is sending you the energy right now, whether in this earth or not in this earth. But because in the side of the mother, which is the female part, is the earth element, right? So that's where I had the white flowers and stuff like that. But apparently you're supposed to put the flowers on the water area, and then you're supposed to put the earth where the mother is. You're supposed to put like seeds and like plants. So, but she said it's fine to leave the flowers there. So it's interesting because I had a lot of selenite crystals in it, and I had a lot of rose quartz, amethyst, and lapis lazuli, and sodalite. So it's like she says you have a lot of etheric from a lot of crystals that represent like the divinity, the ethereal realm. So you have a lot of assistance there, she says, that are keeping you like going and helping you turn your flame back on. So that's interesting. So that was very nice to see and to feel and to hear from her, because now that I'm like activating the altars again, I feel like kind of coming back to my true essence, because she says like this is not really you, this masculine energy that tends to take over a lot, it's not really you. So, and it's because of certain situations in life that kind of unbalanced you. So this kind of altar activation that you do every night with what I have set up kind of helps to put yourself back in order, So, hi. Hello. Welcome. Okay. So I'm gonna just so I kind of want to activate the session today. So that was a nice little story about what's happening with me. And so it's interesting because in these kind of altars, you work with each archangel, and each archangel kind of helps heal a situation, kind of each, because you have like a healing altar, then you have an altar for manifestation, then you have an altar for connecting to your divinity, and so on. So it's like it's been so fun, it's been so helpful, and the healing one has been a challenge, but also it's such a nice energy. When you work with archangels, you can really feel their presence. So, but anyways, so right now I just want to work with Archangel Gabriel. So let's just turn on this incense. So this incense is for the third eye, just so that we can get extra psychic energy for today session. Yeah. Okay. So just gonna activate it right now so that there can be healing, tranquility, serenity, divine assistance for anyone who's watching, for Archangel Gabriel to come and assist everyone that need healing right now. Even though the archangel for healing is Raphael. Gabriel helps with a lot of things as well. So we're going to use this energy today to help us a lot these weeks. Okay. So I'm going to work with 2 crystals right now. I'm going to work with, of course, selenite, because I want to work with the moon energies, and we want to work with kind of like more feminine energies right now. Yeah. And yeah, clear any blocks, perhaps. So clear any blocks. Just want to help out with this energy. Okay. And work with tourmaline crystal as well. And I got this giant one. Love it. See? This one's interesting because it has a lot of selenite pieces too. Usually they don't have like selenite pieces, but this one has like a few selenite pieces in it. So this is a big chunky one. One of the reasons why I wanted to get it was because of I was doing a cleanse in my apartment, so she also helped me to cleanse my hands are falling down. To cleanse my apartment right now because there was just so much negative attacks or energies around, and oh my gosh, the experience I had on that was like bizarre. So as I was like, anyways, going back to this topic of the tourmaline, then I'll talk about that. You're supposed to put them in the corners of your house. So right now the layout is pretty much a big square in our apartment. So it's easy to put it because it's just 4 corners, right? So you just put like 4 tourmaline crystals there in the corner. Another thing that helps is white vinegar. Putting a cup of white vinegar there in each corner with the tourmaline. But the white vinegar, it can't stay for that long. Just for 3 days, open in a glass cup, right? In the 4 corners. And when you drain it, you're supposed to kind of replace it. So white vinegar with water. So I think it's half vinegar and half water. First water first, and then vinegar. And then with the glass cup. Yeah, with a glass cup. And when you change it the next day, because you have to put a fresh one again and put it back again, you're supposed to drain it in the washroom sink. Don't drain it in the sink you use for cooking and like washing, like the kitchen sink, I guess, or any other sink. But to throw it in the washroom sink because of the drain, because I'm not sure why. I have to ask her why, but it's something to do with the plumbing or the energy. It should be in the washroom. And you do that for 3 days after the cleanse, because you use. She likes to work with herbs, medicine herbs. Yeah, she likes to work with. The ones I used was rosemary, pine, and mugwort for protection. So you boil it and then use that water. You leave it overnight and then use that water to put it all over your floors. And we did a huge cleanse. We worked with crystals, sages, and then we did a whole cleanse there, and put some salt around, and then worked with the crystals, tourmaline. And then the next day, I started to get like these attacks, and I'm like, I couldn't work, and I'm like, what's happening with me? And then I had to go, and my head was like hurting with so much pain. I would go out in the balcony and kind of meditate and close my eyes, and I get all these visions of these different people, like faces of people, like talking to me and like saying stuff to me, and some of them looked scary, and some of them just looked normal, but they were all bothering me. And when my head hurting, I tried to meditate on that, and I just saw this like entity that looked like it's like a creature. Like it looked like my crystal teacher calls them like vampire energy vampires or something like that. And it looked so ugly. You know what it looked like? It looked like that creature from Treasure Planet. It's this red creature with like had like these horns, and like the evil one, because I saw the eyes and it looked like snake eyes, red. It was like a red creature and kind of like half spider creature. It's the one that when they were in the boat, when they were beside I don't know if it was an explosion or a black hole. When they were getting close to it, they were all in a rope, hanging down, and then that creature like cut it and like harmed it. I wouldn't be surprised if that creature's trying to interrupt right now. Yeah, it looked like that creature from Treasure Planet, that kind of like that killed the poor captain, and they lost the captain after that. So that's the creature. It looked just like that creature, and it likes to hang around my couch. That's where I purge all my emotions out, in the couch. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that I see it there all the time, because I woke up. I fell asleep there one time, and after the cleanse, and I woke up, and my head was hurting so much. Hold on. My head, like I think on this side, was like hurting so much, and like it likes to like suck your energy and eat your negative energy, and like it tries to make you feel more negative. It makes you kind of overthink things and drowning your emotions. It's terrible, these entities. And then like, yeah, they're lower form entities. They're like bugs. They're like, and it looked just like that, and it was sucking all my energy, and well, I always did that, but then when I did the cold cleanse the next day, I felt them all attack me or get furious, and then I kept seeing that image, and my teacher would be like, Michelle, this is happening because they're furious right now. They're like angry right now. They're so angry because you basically kicked them out of the house. You know what I mean? Well, they all live there. They're all around there, and they all like to cause trouble, or like to feed on your sadness or depression or negativity, negative energy, or even like enhance it even more. So make you have these episodes and all these things. So right, and basically we just did a whole cleanse, so they're now basically they're being kicked out now, and they can't really come back. So they're gonna like kind of fight back, and they're furious right now with you. They're like furious because you're keeping them out. So, and especially when you put these tourmalines in the corner of your house, like that will protect you a lot too. So that's an interesting story. So, oh, thank you. You too. Oh, thank you for the flower. The flower. Oh, you have to put flowers too on the altar, as well. So roses, flowers help with the altar as well. You put feathers. You work with the elements basically. So yeah. So are you guys ready for the reading? Just wanted to talk about myself a little bit, what I'm doing. Oh, I also have this one. I like this crystal a lot. It protects me. It's fire agate. Fire agate. Ooh, these are nice. Especially if you like want it as a protection, as another protection crystal. Like any attacks, right, from anybody else, these one like will attack like right away, like a gun. So they don't allow. What they do is that like when people throw bad things at you, it like counterattacks them back. So yeah. All right. So I think we're ready for reading. So I'm going to just start doing the readings now. So these are all the zodiac signs. So yeah, I did one recently. I did a reading for all the zodiac signs before too. But that was like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Not sure. And I used it. Psychic Tarot. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna get more decks. I just haven't been able to get more cards lately, just because all my money's been going on the move. We're gonna move to a house now, so yeah. I'm very dry right now when it comes to money. It's going all the way now. But there's so many decks I want to get, and I want to work with those more. And I kind of want to set a little room studio too for more live streams, more sessions, and get back on track on that. That's one of the reasons why I stopped doing readings for a while now, was because of like all these things happening, changes, moves, and yeah, I couldn't concentrate on that much yet. So okay, so this is the Psychic Tarot, right? Yeah, so it's been kind of challenging just because, like, just a lot of misunderstandings as well. You know, I tend to, I don't know what it is about me, but I always start off with, like, people always tend to kind of misunderstand me or misunderstand my intention most of the time, and I think it has to, I don't know if it's because of my energy, I don't know, but, like, there always tends to be, like, clashes in the beginning, but then later on things start to calm down after. And I think that, like, that happens to me with everyone I meet. Is like there's always like this tension and this clash at first, and then it starts to cool down. And like, I don't know if it's my Leo side kind of interfering with my kind of this Cancer side, because I feel like I'm both water and fire, Cancer and Leo. And like I think it just always kind of hurts because just there's so much misunderstandings with my energies. So and I feel it's because I come out a bit too direct, I think. Maybe it's my line energy, I don't know what it is, or my excitement, too much fire. When I get excited, I just get too fiery. But I don't mean to burn anybody, I just mean to be like, I'm just so excited, or I'm just so like bubbly at first, or like it's just kind of like an ecstasy kind of feeling at first, and then later on I slowly calm down back to normal. But it's, yeah, that's something I have to work on within me too, balancing my energies. But same time, you have to kind of work on your energy as well when it comes to like when you're being too passive and people taking advantage of you. You know, it's not good to be taken advantage also. I encounter a lot of people with a lot of fire, too much fire, that they burn you sometimes, right? So that's when you have to kind of learn to raise your fire a bit up too, and not show too much water. And then that creates confusion, because then people will think of you differently, or there'll be misunderstandings. But you know, I think people just need to learn to harmonize with other people, right? But yeah, but that's fine. That's just how it is, you know? Okay, so let's work with, let's see what we did. We started with the air signs, and then we ended up with the water signs. So let's start with the water signs first. Water, earth, fire, and air, I think it was. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that then. All right, water signs. So let's start. I think the last sign I did, my Instagram page, was Scorpio. So let's do Scorpio first, okay? And yeah, and then we'll do Pisces and Cancer. Okay, Scorpios. Let's see what's in store for you for this coming week. Scorpio. Oh yeah, for these live streams in my channel, I won't do it in Spanish because I did it in Spanish in my Instagram page because my personal one, not the Divine Intuition one. I did it in Spanish because I have a lot of Spanish family, and then they won't understand what I'm saying, so I have to like people from Chile, like directly from Chile, who like don't understand English, so I have to kind of do it in Spanish too, and so that they understand. Right, but here don't have much of a Spanish audience here, so I'm just gonna keep it in English then. If I get more Spanish audience, I'll do like a reading in Spanish for you guys. Just let me know in the comments if you guys want Spanish reading. Maybe I'll do a poll later, but I need to get more audience first, so. But for now, just English. Okay, Scorpios. Let's see for Scorpios. We have the Strength card. So Scorpio, you have strength. So this is saying that you're going to need to be a little bit more strong these coming weeks. You may be dealing with certain situations and certain things that are not that easy, emotionally to handle. It can be quite tough, to deal with certain situations right now. Situations that may trigger you, actually, and you have to kind of learn to tame that kind of beast within you, the lion side, right? And I know how that feels, right? So it's kind of like we're divided into two people. We're kind of like this lady here, and then we're also like the lion. And a lot of times in our life, we get triggered, and kind of like a part of our lion comes out, and it's like a beast side of us, our animal side, and it can be very triggered, right? So I think it's time to kind of learn to, I think what it's saying is kind of observe yourself and see that you're kind of divided into these two beings, because you also have a part of you that it's very wise and very kind of like knows what to do, very knows how to keep a balance, right? It knows how to tame things, understands things in a deeper level, right? There's a sort of like divine guidance within you and knowledge that helps tame the beast, within you. So that can be the message also. It's like taming that inner beast within you. But it's also about having like the inner strength and courage to confront certain situations that can be very difficult for you and can be very harmful, right? So that's why it's good to know that you are kind of divided into these two people, and then another part of you is capable of confronting it without being damaged or without causing damage, right? So just know that you're divided into Scorpio, and that you can tame that part of yourself, and you can be strong, right? The lion has two parts, two faces. The lion is also courageous. The lion is brave, right? So depending on your situation, if you're going to need more bravery or courage, or if you're going to need to temper, control the beast that can go a little bit wild, right? So that's why we'll take one more card to see what it is. Throat chakra. Yes, you may need to tame that speech of yours. Certain things may trigger you, Scorpio. And you're going to be expressing yourself, though. You're going to be speaking your truth and saying things that perhaps you've been suppressing for a while now, and you've been keeping it inside for quite some time. But this week, you're going to be a little bit more open to expression, a little bit more brave, right? Because, see, we have bravery here with the Strength card. So you're going to be more brave and more strong than usual, and you're going to be able to express yourself to others, perhaps because you're going to have a strong activated throat chakra. So things that you don't usually say, that you suppress for the sake of fear or for the sake of not causing trouble. This is actually going to be the opposite. This is actually going to boost your confidence into expressing yourself and what you want to say, right? But you're going to temper the way you say it, because sometimes it can get out of control, and you can say certain things that can be too hurtful or kind of like burn people, right? So, but you're gonna have like a self-control within you to do it like not as harmful to others, right? So yeah, Scorpio, allow yourself to express yourself. It's better to say things than keeping them inside. I know it can be hurtful sometimes, but you need to say it, because otherwise it's going to just cause like illnesses in your throat chakra, and it's going to just get back at you at a later age. So it's best now to kind of express what you need to say, but say it in a very controlled manner, in a very kind of like I said, like temper that beast within you. But same time, use the power of the beast to have that courage to confront the situation and express what you need to say, right? So that's the message for Scorpio. Okay. So the next one is, yeah, I feel like it's a purge, like you're releasing a lot of things, Scorpio. That's what I feel, Scorpio, is that you're releasing a lot of things. Because I can feel like nauseousness. That's what I'm feeling right now. Very nauseous, Scorpio. So there's a lot of like something wants to be released in there. And I think you have a lot to say. Okay, but just say it in the right way. Okay, Cancer. So let's do Cancer now. Love of Cancer, Cancer energy. Cancer. Ooh, okay, so we start off a bit rough right now. So we have the Ten of Swords. So Cancer, there's certain things that probably have let you down at the moment, have kind of been a bit very aggressive energies, very like, you kind of felt like you've hit rock bottom, right? And probably feel like you've lost a lot of things, or you felt like it's like life hasn't been that easy for you. You kind of like been pushed to the ground, and there's just a lot of things that you weren't expecting, and a lot of things that mentally too, maybe overthinking a lot of things as well. But right now it's just life, you feel like that, even though life perhaps is not really being like that with you. You just feel it, you just feel like all these things have just gone the wrong way perhaps, or just have not felt your true, you haven't felt that joy for a while now. So there is a lot of things coming, perhaps certain things ending, maybe relationships ending, Cancer, or just problems. I think because like you did have the Five of the Swords last time, so I feel like those conflicts that you had with other people probably really brought you down. And like Cancers are so sensitive. They're very fragile too when it comes to emotions. So they get heated in the moment just like anybody else would. But for them, it sticks to them for such a long time. Cancers, they really get affected. It really affects them. Like if there's a huge argument or if there's a huge fight, it can stay with them for months, probably even 2 weeks. So they just can't let it go. They're very, very emotional. It really affects them a lot. So there may be something that kind of has hurt you, or the fight, or something that probably didn't go the way you wanted to, that kind of really brought you down. That's why that's why we need healing right now. That's why this session is about healing and bringing forth that energy and vitality back for you guys to keep on going, and then try again, or allow these times to pass by. I feel like you'll feel much better afterwards. I feel like you'll be better, right? But right now it's like this emotional, heavy, dense energy weighing you guys down, Cancers. But let's take a look at another card for Cancer. Yeah, your heart is hurting. The waiting game. I have bites here because my cat bites the card. She likes to pick on the cards too, and like tells me the reading too. So she bit it. My little kitty. So we have the waiting game. So Cancer, I think right now it's just a matter of just kind of flowing with things right now. Even if situations, have harmed you right now at this time, or certain things didn't go your way, or there's certain things that have ended, or there's certain things that are very dense right now. This card is telling you to kind of be patient, that things are going to turn up right now, that it's basically the waiting game. So I feel like there's choices to be made right now. It's like things need to be like this at this time. There needs to be a certain pause right now. Because it's also reminds me of the solar system for some reason. These little rings, right? These little rings that are here. So it kind of says that the changes in the planetary systems right now, they're kind of there to blame. Well, in a way, but like it's like you don't have control of the situation right now at this time, and things just happen because they need to happen. I feel like it's sometimes what we view negative, it could be positive for us, and sometimes what we view positive can be very negative for us. So yeah, and like a lot of things in my life that I did that I was very excited for and very had optimism turned out to be like really bad in the end, right? And some things that were very dreadful and painful, and turned out to be, well, it depends on the situation, not all of it, right? But other things, can be actually really positive for you, right? So it's kind of like saying that the celestial forces and of heavenly movement right now. Oh, sorry, has ads. The heavenly movements, the planets and the solar system, they do so much. They cause so much shifts within us, and right now it's a time where we have to kind of. It's very heavy right now what's happening, and so I feel like once that clears over, once that's over, I think things will get balanced again, and things will start to like flow again, and things will be healed, because I think you guys need a lot of healing, and from other people as well, whether it's from family, whether it's from friends, relationships as well, or things in your job, perhaps, whichever it is. Just let it pass. Let the waiting game pass, and I feel like once that's all gone, once that's over, I think you'll get back into your 2 feet. I think that's what it's saying. Sorry, I'm just gonna fix something here. So yeah, I also see like a tree here. So there's like roots and a tree being formed. So that gives me the impression that like you're still kind of forming a foundation right now at this time. And I think once that foundation is set, you'll be able to kind of stabilize, balance yourself again, Cancer. And I think that's when things will start to flow and fix themselves again, and stabilize themselves again. So sometimes these shocking, heavy things need to happen so that we focus our energies on other things, and things that could be a priority at this time, Cancer. So focus on that right now, and wait, and just kind of wait, and just use this time to kind of focus on yourself right now at this time, okay? Before you focus on other things, before you want to solve these situations again, what you're going through. So just trust in the process, I feel. Even though it looks bad, trust in the process, right? Because looks like things are going to start to mobilize, and things are going to start to kind of show themselves again, and or fix themselves again, or heal. Hi Roxanne. Welcome. Just doing an all signs reading. Just did Scorpio, then did Cancer. Just finished doing Cancer right now. So I'm gonna do, who's next? Water signs. Yeah, I can do the fire signs after the water signs. I can start with Sag, and then I can continue on with the other fire signs. Oh, What's the other water sign? I did Scorpio, I did Cancer. I wonder why I'm blocking the other sign. I tend to do that a lot. Sometimes I feel like it's for protection. I don't know. Like I tend to block signs off suddenly. You're welcome. Yeah, I'll do Sag after the last water sign. So I need to remember which one was the last water sign. What's the other water sign? I'll kind of check again. So this is also kind of like a healing session. So if you enjoy this session, it's also a healing session. Oh, Pisces. How can I forget Pisces? Pisces is a very unconditionally loving sign, right? Should not fear Pisces. I am a Leo. I have my sun in Leo, but I have my moon in Cancer. So I'm very similar to Cancer also. And a Leo. Kind of use both elements together. Ooh. Okay, so Pisces, let's see. For Pisces. Pisces. The sun. Ooh, Pisces, look at this. You have vitality and force and energy and will back. So it's like your Manipura has been activated. Your solar plexus has been activated. There's some sort of healing coming or some sort of boost of confidence and energy coming your way, Pisces, that is going to help you kind of achieve certain things that perhaps you were doubtful of before, right? So the sun is basically a yes to your question, right? So things, if you feel like you have the urge to do something or to approach something, whether it is relationship, whether it is projects or getting a certain job, whether it is something that brings inspiration that you're passionate about, it's basically going to go positive. So this is a positive card. This card is about, things working out, things being playful and fun. So it's also about maybe going on a vacation, enjoying time with other people that you enjoy, just bonding and having a good time. So this is like the child coming out of you again and feeling that energy and force coming back to you and just being like this innocent child, like lighthearted and just having a good time, This is a perfect card for holidays and vacations. We are in the summer, feeling that sunshine, playing around, trips, whichever it is, or just having a good time with other people and friends, right? And feeling that life force back again, right? It's also about relationships too. So if you wanted to approach a relationship, then that's saying that the outcome will be positive, right? So it's basically a yes to your question, or if you're going to get that job, or if any questions you have, basically that's basically a yes to your question. Well, yeah, I do feel like, there is like we do have compatible energies, and we can like figure that out through like your natal chart. So through astrology, I really feel like through astrology you can figure that out, because astrology is such a powerful tool. Like it tells you everything. Like it tells you about your weaknesses, it tells you about your strengths, even where you come from. It tells you what were your wounds, right, and what your kind of purpose is, and tells you what you're mostly compatible with, like what kind of relationship is best for you, right? So I was taking like this course, astrology course, and it's interesting what she said is that depending on where your moon sign will determine how you feel fulfilled in your life, right? Or even fulfilled in a relationship. But so that says a lot. So if you like want to know if you're compatible with a certain partner, or if you think like you'll match their energies, check where their moon is, which sign it is, and then you'll know, oh, this person will get love and likes to get love and nourishment this way. And you check yours and check, oh, this is how I get my love and nourishment. This is how I want it. And then you can see if this person will be able to provide that nourishment for you or not, right? So that's a good way to check on compatibility. Another thing in astrology, how you can check compatibility is their north node. So if you see what your north node is, then that's basically like your life purpose, where you're heading towards, where you have to become. So if you both share the same north node, then you have like the same journey together, right? And that's how you can check, okay, we're heading in the same direction. So I think we can be compatible and good partners, and we can head in the same direction, right? Because like partnerships and relationships are all about going in the same journey, not this person wants to go on this journey and this person wants to go on this journey. So it's like there's like a conflict, like a tension that like wants to break, right? Because this person wants to go this way, this person wants to go that way. So it's like there becomes like a tension, right? And then sooner or later, right? So it's very important, like both partners, both parties, like they have to go in the same direction, right? So it's so important to check, their north node or your north node, and see if you guys are going in the same path. See, I want to explore that more. I'm only new to this. How do you know your moon sign? I've heard. Yeah. Well, you get into astrology. Astrology is amazing. There's a person I follow. I can leave her link below. She's called the Astro Method. She's an amazing astrologer, and I learned a lot from her. And but right now she just does Spanish videos. She was doing English videos. I'm not sure if she's going to continue doing English videos, but I think she has English subtitles there. So I can leave her link below. Actually, I can put it here so you guys can follow her. She's really cool. I love her classes. She's doing classes now too, so you can learn a lot from her. Tarot is so connected to astrology too, so that's why I'm trying to learn a lot from her, so that I can incorporate it in my tarot cards too. So this is her channel, so you can follow her here. She's called the Astro Method, and she basically gives astrological updates and stuff like that, and she has some English videos, but I think she's not going to do English videos anymore, but she's going to do subtitles, so you can read her subtitles below, so you can go where see the little icon CC and then put like check what she says in English. So yeah, you can take courses with her too. So, and then you can also check online too. There's a link. Oh, I'll show you guys. So there's a link. To let's see the. So I go and I check this website out a lot to kind of check my natal birth chart. So you can go here and basically put your birth date and the time you were born and where you were born and birthday, and then it'll calculate it for you, and it'll give you a summary of your personality basically, and it will show you your like north node, and it'll show you where your moon sign is, where your sun sign is, right? So this is a website. You can go here and just do like a quick calculate it a bit, and take a look at it. Yeah, it's so fascinating. I was new to it too before, and I was like, and I just kept downloading the information because it's just like such a power tool to know. Astrology is such a powerful tool, right? If like astrology and tarot fused together, they would be such a powerful tool. So, well, they're already fused together. It's just that, sometimes people just focus on just tarot by itself and just astrology by itself. But I feel like both of them fused together are like amazing. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Roxanne. I hope that helps. No problem. I like when people ask questions here. So if anybody's around, just ask away. I like answering questions. So just ask. My people, just ask. Thank you. Yes, I've heard it's on the time you were born. Yeah, apparently you have to be very precise with the time you were born. I was born at night. So apparently it does a lot. It says a lot. Yeah, learn more. It's amazing. I love it. You'll learn a lot about yourself and what you're compatible, who you're compatible with too, I think. And just wounds that you need to heal. Oh, tarot, you don't have to with tarot, you don't have to master it to learn it. It's you can just get like a regular deck of cards. Start with the basics first. So I would use these are kind of basics, right? The Rider-Waite's are basics, and they're basically a perfect way to learn first, and then you can expand later with other cards with more details. But you don't need to be a master to learn it. It's pretty straightforward. What you need to kind of master along the process of reading tarot is basically learning to develop your intuition to work along with the tarot cards. So it's the intuition that's the key that makes you kind of like be able to kind of understand the reading and more than just like looking at the images, more than just kind of reading the guidebook and guidelines, or knowing its history or knowing its symbology. The moment you start to go beyond that is when you start to kind of work with your psychic energy connected to the intuition. So that's a different level. That's when you're starting to you kind of start to perceive it beyond the cards. I feel like you work along with the cards. It becomes your energy now, right? Instead of it just like being just the cards itself, right? And but you can still do the tarot cards with just using the cards. Like you can still use the tarot cards by just like reading and seeing what the messages are, right? And then that's how you slowly kind of develop your intuition. Like when you like, oh, well, this card means this. And then you're like, but I feel also it's more than just this. It's kind of this also and this also along with what it's saying. That's when you start to kind of move beyond, just reading the card, right? When you start to feel it instead. So that's an advice. Remember, I got some tarot cards at 11 years old. I love it. I'm in my 30s and wish I kept it. Wow, it's funny that you say that because I started doing tarot readings when I was 11. Actually, that's when I got my first deck. I got my first tarot cards from my dad when I was 11 years old, and and I'm 30 and I'm 31 years old now. So I'm 31 right now. So I've been doing it for quite a while, since 11. But I feel like that's in you, because it's funny because like we started around the same time, and now you're getting back to it, right? So it's like I think I think it's still in you, and it just wants to awaken. It's just been probably been hidden for such a long time, or it's just been paused for a while now. So I feel like I'm sorry. I think you just need to back at it. So I'm gonna do some classes soon, tarot classes. So I'll let you know if you want to take some course, but I have to prepare for it first. I have to set it up first, and then I'll update it here so you can follow me, and I'll update it. Oh, that's great! I'm glad I inspired you, Roxanne. That's awesome. Yeah, so continue. I mean, like, see, like, I started when I was 11, right? And then now I'm like in my 30s too. So it just shows that it's in you also. So if you would like update on my, if anyone wants an update in regards to my tarot course that I'm going to start, I'll leave the link here in my Instagram page, and that's where I'll like give news and everything when I'll start. I'm just waiting until we like move out and we settle first. Once I move out and I settle to a new place, I'll be able to kind of give, announce the course and stuff like that. So, tarot course. So this is my page here, Divine Intuition Instagram page. So just click here, and then you can just follow me here, and then make sure to be alert for any news about it. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming and joining. So yeah, all the information is there. If you guys want to learn about astrology, I have the Astro method there, and if you want to follow her, or if you want to just do a quick check on your astrology, you can check here too on the chat. I hope the chat shows up after the live stream. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it works. Anyways, so let's get back to Pisces reading. So Pisces, you got the Sun card, right? And like I mentioned before, this is basically a yes to your question. The things are looking up for you. Things are working out for you. There's a yes to your question in regards to relationship, in regards to any business endeavors you're doing, in regards to kind of jobs or what you're searching for. There's basically things are going to work out and be positive. So do not fear it, Pisces, because things are going to turn the bright side, right? The sun, the bright side. It can also represent you feeling like a child again and exploring around or having fun again. And if you were going through some times that felt very dull and boring, well, now it's going to be a time for you to have fun, play around, or socialize with people, or even mingle perhaps, or track with friends and socialize and have fun, go to trips and stuff like that. So it's a card of vitality and energy and life force, right? Coming back to you and just having a good time, bringing your inner child back, right? So that was kind of like the review of what I was saying before in regards to Pisces. And let's take one more card for Pisces. Intuition. So interesting, because we were just talking about intuition, right? Just now recently, in regards to kind of, getting involved with tarot cards, tarot readings. Tarot cards are, they're such a fascinating tool because it can be so psychological and so therapeutic, and can be such a great tool for counseling too. But it can be much more than just that. It's just so dimensional. That's what I think. There's just so much dimension into tarot cards, right? So what it's saying, Pisces, is that in the following weeks, you're going to have to be really in tune with your intuition, really connect to that psychic ability of yours. Perhaps you've disconnected yourself from your intuition, Pisces, and you're a very psychic individual. You have a lot of sensitivity, Pisces, a lot of compassion and understanding and of certain things, There's just something inside of you that is just so channeled, right? And very connected to your dream world as well, right? But this week is going to be extra enhanced. There's going to be something that you're going to be tuning in more, understanding certain things even more, very tuning in a very deep level to your psychic abilities, right? So you're going to be able to understand certain things, and which is why you're going to have such a positive, optimistic outlook at the situation, because there's just so much information coming in, psychic information coming in. Your intuition is going to be kind of developing, right? We are trying to work with our third eye right now. So Pisces, so I hope this was a good information for you. You're definitely going to be in tuning with your psychic abilities. Information is going to be coming in. Looks like a portal is going to be opening up for you to gain access about certain situations that you can trust. Perhaps you didn't trust that much about certain situations, but it looks like you're going to be trusting now. And that's why you have the Sun card, because the Sun is like a yes to your question. It's like maybe you were doubtful before, but now it's like a sign saying that things are going to be okay now. And then you can trust it, and you can use that inner guidance within you to discover certain things. And doors are opening up for you too, because I do see this bright door with the bright light, which is the Sun card, which I was mentioning here, right? See, because like there's this door, right? Bright sunshine. And yeah, by discovering that message that your intuition is trying to tell you, you're gonna find things to work out in a positive way for you, okay? All right, Pisces. I followed on Instagram. Thank you. Oh, yay. Thank you. Thank you, Roxanne, for following me. And then I'll let you guys know there when I'll start the course. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do Sagittarius. So we have requests to do Sagittarius first. So we're going to do the fire signs now. So Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you for this upcoming week. 4 weeks. All right, Sagittarius. Sag, we have a King of Wands coming your way. Or perhaps this is you being like the King of Wands. So there's somebody that you're going to be interacting with that has this fiery nature. Now, the King of Wands usually are either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Could be another Sag, a fellow Sag mate as well that you're going to be encountering. But doesn't need to be that, like those zodiac signs. They can just carry a lot of those strong traits within them, right? They can have perhaps a strong fire sign. So there's going to be like this male individual, or it can be you, it can be female too, but somebody who has like a strong masculine energy that's going to be assisting you in some sort of form. They're great leaders. So there's somebody that you can really take advice from and guidance. They're going to direct you, perhaps direct your way, direct you your path. But there's somebody that's going to perhaps so guide you. Yeah, they're very in their throne. They're very mature. They've learned a lot through life, right? And this person holds the wand very firmly. So they're very clear in their goal. They're very clear in their direction, right? Maybe you're going to be taking on the form of the King of Wands and kind of being very firm and disciplined in the direction that you want to head towards, Sagittarius. And seeing things in a positive way, very fiery, very fueled up and enthusiastic to what you want to push yourself towards, right? But definitely there's going to be an influence of this King of Wands energy, whether it is from you or from somebody else. Okay, so let's see more cards for Sagittarius. So definitely an influence of a masculine individual that you may be encountering. Oh, somebody that you perhaps can partner up with. So I do see there's partnerships and alliances. So I believe this is 3 of Wands. It's not the Pentacles, it's a 3 of Wands. I think it's Wands, yeah. 3 of Wands. So there's a sort of like perhaps working together. I do feel like perhaps you guys are going to be working together, or like a partnership of some sort, right? Could be maybe love coming in, or it could be just teamwork. Right, so there's definitely like a connection with the both of you there, Sagittarius. There's like a bond, a very strong bond. So, and with this person, with this male individual, okay, or it could be a female, right? But I feel like there's going to be communication coming in, some sort of interaction, balance, harmony within you and another person, right? Could be female, could be you interacting with a female who has these characteristics perhaps, or perhaps you're going to be showing more of this personality and guiding somebody else perhaps, but there is going to be like interactions between you and another person, and there's going to be a sort of like a boost of enthusiasm and fire, kind of like excitement coming from all this, and kind of helping each other out, because this is kind of like teamwork, teammates, right? Alliances, right? So helping to build each other up, you know. So it's very quite positive, and it's quite optimistic, right, Sagittarius? So expect lots of fire coming your way, and lots of assistance coming your way, and in connection with this other person. So I feel like you may connect a lot with this other person. So I feel like, yeah, I think like there's a positive outlook, like your ship's coming in, kind of like looking to the future in a more positive, optimistic way. So that was for Sagittarius. Okay, so let's do Leo. So I'll do Leo. And after Leo comes Aries. So we'll do like Aries later. Okay. Leo. La 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 Leo. La 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 Leos. Leo. Leos are fired up also. So we have the Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is saying that you're going to be quite excited these following weeks. You're very passionate, very lots of movement happening your way, lots of things needing to take care of in a very fast manner, right? You're going to need to use a lot of your fuel, right, to catch up on things, or to get certain tasks done, perhaps. But you're very fired up. You're very ready for this. I feel like you have a lot of fuel and engine ready to be used, and you're quite excited. Perhaps you're going to be traveling somewhere. Perhaps you're going to be moving stuff. I relate this for myself because I'm going to be moving at the end of the month, so I'm going to need a lot of fuel to do this, and excitement to kind of push on forward to moving. But at the same time, it's exciting because it's something new. It's like traveling, right? So if you guys are planning a move, planning a travel, this is going to be your energy. Very excited, very enthusiastic, very passionate. So there's also a card of passion. So if there's passion with another individual, if you guys are trying to look for relationships, this is a perfect card that things are working out in terms of relationships. There's passion, there's excitement, there's chasing, right? There's a lot of fire happening here, right? So if you guys decide to kind of want to take a look and explore in regards to relationships, the Knight of Fires, Knight of Wands, is suggesting a positive outcome. Maybe perhaps a person really intrigued by you, or you probably very intrigued by a person. There can be kind of like this chasing, this romance, right? If it's about projects or businesses, looks like there's still going to be a lot of fuel and passion in regards to building this. Lots of rushing, moving fast, trying to get tasks done really quickly, right? There's a certain time limit, right? That's in regards to jobs or businesses. And if it's in regards to movement or travel or expansion, I see traveling and movement happening for you guys. Planning a trip, perhaps, right? So yeah. One more card for Leos. We have awareness for Leos. So I think this is a Magician card. And this card, what it's saying is that there's a lot of things starting to come to the surface now. A lot of understanding about certain situations, that it's kind of balancing you back to normal, kind of making you see the bigger picture of a certain situation. See, like your crown chakra being activated, perhaps comprehending things, getting channeled messages at this time, right? Connecting perhaps to your divinity, but there's definitely going to be some sort of guidance coming for you, some sort of understanding and awareness of a situation that's going to bring harmony and balance for you again, right? Another thing, this is a Magician card, so this is also about kind of like initiating things, initiating path, and starting something new, pushing yourself forward to begin something new, initiating on relationships, perhaps initiating on something that brings you so much passion and fire and excitement, Leos, that you're willing to kind of use the time to kind of understand the bigger picture and comprehend certain things, so that you can access the knowledge before you move on forward, full speed ahead on what you want to do, right? So it's like there has to be first introspection, and grounding and channeling, kind of a lot of introspection before you kind of, adjust and then prepare yourself to kind of feel on forward, right? That's what I see. I feel like integration first, a lot of integration, download and regeneration. And then once you do that, it's like you're prepared now to go like full speed ahead on what you want to do, right? So that's what I see the pattern is, like harmonious energy coming your way, and then a boost, of moving forward, because this is also initiating things, and things that perhaps you've delayed for a while, you're not going to delay anymore. It's just going to go on full speed ahead. That's what I feel for Leos. Okay, that was Leo. Let's do now Aries. All right, Aries. For Aries. We have the Hermit, Aries. So for you, it's the opposite. Even though you've been very fueled up lately, you are going to be calming that fire down. I feel like the bursting flame that you had before is slowly kind of reducing now. So the flame is slowly reducing at this moment. And I feel like it's for a reason. I think now this is a time for you to kind of introspect and, like I said, for Leo, integrate things too. You're going to be going within, perhaps not socializing as much as usual, kind of just keeping to yourself, kind of reflecting on certain things, kind of trying to find that inner light, inner guidance, trying to see where you want to go in like 5 years from now, kind of really going deep within your life and seeing where you want to head. Perhaps certain things in your life have been taking you in a direction maybe that doesn't fully make you happy. And so you have to kind of really reflect and analyze your life and see, okay, what are the things that really make me happy, right? Maybe I have been guiding myself in the wrong direction. What does make me happy? And so that's why you're going to be kind of pushing yourself back a bit, really introspecting the things in your life and kind of analyzing where you want to head towards instead. So the Hermit advises you to kind of take a step back, to kind of see things in front of you and where they're headed before making a move again, before pushing yourself forward. So there is kind of like a decrease of your fire this time, more in tune with your emotions, and before getting back on track on certain things again. Okay, so that's for Aries. Let's take one more card for Aries. Ooh, rejoice in celebration. We have the Three of Cups. So Aries, this is great. So it's interesting because you have like two contrary energies. Contrary energies are so interesting. So like you have this kind of part of you that wants to kind of push yourself and isolate and reflect on things and not really want to socialize. But yeah, you have a very strong socializing card. So this is like a card of socializing. So I feel like in the background, things are working out for you in terms of connections and maybe partnerships or friendships. Perhaps there's like this like other people interacting with you, or you kind of maybe joining forces with other people, or just having fun, or just going out and just like enjoying your time with other people. There is like a form of connection kind of forming on the outside, but in the inside there's like this desire to also go within and kind of be like a hermit, go to your like inner cave, and it's suggesting you to be like that. And I feel like it's like at times you want to move towards it, and then at times you kind of put your back away from it and you want to walk away from it, or you just stay like this. So it's like you have your moments where you're like ready to go out of your cave, and then you have moments where you go back into your cave, right? But either way, this Three of Cups exists, and it's there, and you just rotate sometimes with your emotions. So it's like it's like kind of like, just know that it's there. I think that's what it's saying, Aries, is that know that that's there and it's legit and it's real, right? And it needs to be nourished, like a plant. You can't just abandon the plant. You can't just stop nourishing it, right? And it's hard sometimes, because sometimes we go through our troubles and emotional situations where we really need to be like the hermit and heal from those situations, right? But it's really advising you to kind of be present with it and don't let go of this, because it's there and it's real, and you just need to go back to it, right? You can't let the plant dry fully. You have to nourish the plant, right? Because this is a gift, you know, this is a treasure. Friendships, friends, family interaction, socializing, that's all like a gift and a treasure. And we shouldn't really kind of abandon it fully when we have moments like this, right? So, but, you know, the universe is telling you to kind of, for some reason, also be like the hermit. So maybe you need to resolve certain things within you still. At the same time, make sure you still feed on the Three of Cups. You still feed on those moments of socializing, those moments of interacting, right? You still kind of feed on that, right? And make it grow little by little, more and more. You put more of yourself into it, okay? Right? All right, so that was Aries. So the next sign, what we're going to do, well, we're doing the air signs last, so will be the earth signs, okay? All right, earth signs. So let's tell you. Earth signs, earth signs. Let's do Virgo. Virgos. Virgos, you're a little on guard right now. You're a little cautious about certain situations. You have 9 of Wands. So Virgos, there's certain things that have hurt you. You feel a little bit on guard. You don't know whether you want to trust or not. Or new people are approaching you, or people or friends approaching you, family members approaching you. You've been really hurt. You're really on guard. So you don't know if you really want to approach or not. Right? So you're going to be a little bit guarded, and it's normal to be guarded. So whatever, perhaps maybe what's happening with, I remember you guys had the devil reversed. So whatever situations you had to resolve there kind of has left you a bit shaky or on guard or cautious with your heart, Virgos. So you're going to have to kind of pull back a bit and kind of heal from those wounds, because you do have your walls up again. So your walls, I have a feeling you kind of put your walls down and it didn't work out as much as you wanted it to. And so you had to put your walls back up again. All right, so you're a bit defensive. You're a bit on guard, Virgos. Okay, let's see why. Let's take another card. For Virgos, you're just a little cautious right now, I think, with your heart. Could be misunderstandings too, Virgos. Yes, you need a lot of strength right now. You have spiritual strength. So this is saying that you're going to have to use a lot of your, like, kind of like the, you know, the strength card with the lion. Bring out that lion part, or that beast, or that inner power, that inner avatar in you. Monk side, spiritual side, right? See? Like, I don't know why I feel like he's connecting with like his avatar side. When they go into the avatar state, right? Where Aang is like meditating and trying to go within. And connects to his avatar state, right? And the avatar state is like much more stronger and powerful, and like lifts up all this weight, right? Because he's holding like a heavy weight over his shoulder. But you really have to tune in first into that receptive part of you, you know, connect to your divinity again. It's a part of you that you have to link within you in order to tune back to that big inner strength that you have. You have inner strength within you. You just have to tune back to it to help lift that heavy weight off your shoulder. You know, that's what it's saying, is that even though you've been going through a lot like this, you still have a lot of inner strength to pull on forward. You just have to tune into a part of yourself. Ooh, sorry. You just have to tune into a part of yourself that is still inside of you, and you haven't lost it. It's just very challenging to connect back to it, I think. But once you connect back to it, I think you'll have the power and strength to pull on forward and to kind of handle certain situations that were difficult before, or kind of give you the strength to kind of deal with these situations that kind of make you kind of defensive and on guard and cautious. So that's what I feel for you guys, Virgo. So lots of inner strength coming from you, from within you, to pull on forward. Spiritual strength, you know, tune into that divine part of you. That divine part of you is the key to a lot of things, Virgo. So, you know, you were going through a lot of purges, and you were going through a lot of internal shifts, emotional shifts internally. And that has kind of caused you now to be defensive, right? But I feel like you'll pull through after. You just need to really tune into that like I said, that divine part of you again. So that was for Virgos. Okay. Let's do Taurus now. It's getting lit. The sun is going down now. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Taurus, you have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is saying that, you know, it reminds me a lot of the Virgo energy where you're kind of pulling back a bit, not giving of yourself much anymore. Perhaps you were in a stage where you were very vulnerable and you were like more of a like heart opening space, but now you're kind of closed off right now. So you're kind of closed off right now and just focusing on material pursuits, material goals. See how you have like pentacles up here, here, here. So your focus, your feet are in material possessions, your heart is in material goals, and your mind is in material situations too. So that could be also it, kind of like just not wanting to give of yourself as much, or not wanting to give to others as much, and just keeping it to yourself, keeping everything for yourself, right? So certain situations have made you want to kind of just retract, or like and not really kind of give out, but more like give in, and more like just keeping things to yourself, right? This could be regarding relationships, interactions with other people. This is also can just be about, you know, trying to save money too. If it's about more finances, then I feel like it's more related to trying to save up more money, trying to save up more, save more than give and spend. So trying to spend less, trying to try to keep as much as you can for yourself than giving to others. So yeah, I see very kind of retracting, keeping everything in within you, I feel. Taurus. Let's see one more card for Taurus. Yeah, that's one. You have transformation, so you have the Death card. Transformation is saying that you're going through a shift right now. Things are shifting around you. Things are not the same as they were before. Things are going to keep shifting. Things are going to keep changing. Things are not going to always be the way that you want it to, or things that you want it, you know, to go your way. And control certain situations. You can't really control it. You can't really control certain situations, Taurus. So you kind of have to give in and surrender to it, right? And same time, you're going through a transformation. That's why you're kind of going within yourself. And it's very important that you go within yourself and you focus on yourself at this time, because you are going through such a heavy energy. You will be going through some sort of transformation. You will be going through some sort of metamorphosis. You may be going through, you know, it is also relating to yourself. Maybe you're not the same person as you were before, and now like you're kind of peeling off an old skin of yours, and like you're turning into somebody different, right, than you were before. Right? So that's why it's important right now to kind of retract. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be retracting, then expanding, kind of like going back within yourself, right? Because it's time to go into that cocoon, Taurus. It's time to go into that cocoon and kind of let go of the old and release the old, and kind of shed all that parts of you that are not there anymore. And then like come out later as a different person, right? So that's the energy you're going through right now. You're going to come out as a different person. It may be hard and maybe like a big struggle, because it's hard to let go of old situations that we're so attached to, or an old form of ourselves, an old identity of ours, or, you know, when it comes to friendships or relationships, right? Sometimes we have to let go, and we have to just allow it to be, right? And that's why we're going through such a harsh, you know, energy, and that's why we're being kind of where we are retracting. That's what I'm saying. And focusing more on materialistic goals instead of focusing on yourself in regards to emotions, right? So that's what I see for you guys for Taurus. But after that transformation, I feel like things are going to be much more lighter for you. You're just going through like a metamorphosis, like a sort of transformation, right? And like perhaps your wings are now expanding, you know, to explore different things right now this time. Okay, so that was Virgo, then Taurus, and this was Taurus, sorry, and I did Virgo. Capricorn. So let's do Capricorn now. Capricorn, Capricorn. Oh, sorry. I should shuffle the cards more. Yeah, lots of death energy somehow for Taurus. I don't know if you guys are going through a loss right now of some sort that you have to kind of transmute or to go. I don't know if, or a lot of things old that are ending that feels like a grieving moment. It feels like a death energy around. Just know that that's gonna pass. It comes once in a while and then it leaves. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. Like I've dealt with that energy so many times, dealing with death energy. It can be a nightmare, but you know, it's like it's part of our lesson in understanding what it is, understanding what that energy is, and going beyond that energy, seeing beyond the illusion of it. The illusion of death, you know. And death can be many forms, not just physical death. It can be, you know, the death of an ego, the death of an old perception of yourself, death of friendships or relationships, you know, so many jobs, death of many things, right? So, all right, Capricorn. So let's see. Capricorn, you too. Oh, guys! Oh my gosh, you guys have such heavy energies. Oh, I can feel it. We know we're all connected. I feel it too. So, and I was trying to shuffle the cards very well because, like, I kept seeing this card in the corner. I'm like, no, go away, and shuffle more of the cards so it doesn't show. But it came out either way. it's like, hello, hi, and then poof, I came out. So. Okay, in all serious though, this card, like I mentioned, this card is a very dense energy, Capricorn. You may be feeling it a lot. You may be feeling the energies of like the old leaving, the old ways of being, the old ways of acting, the old ways of interactions. Maybe learning to kind of understand what the energies of transitions are when people pass away, when you grieve, when there's loss. There's this pain that comes from it, and it's very heavy and it's very dense, but at the same time there's a great lesson that comes from this, and it's about understanding what the process of death is all about. The process of transitioning, the process of metamorphosis, the process of you know, shedding things, you know, that no longer serve us. And it's going to be very heavy this week, and you're going to have a lot of strength to move forward from it. There's a lot of lessons. You have a lot of understanding and knowledge at the same time of how to handle this energy, Capricorn. And it's just a matter of integrating it and just kind of like accepting it and just kind of like learning to process it and transmuting it like to light, you know, just healing that part of it and understanding it in a broader perspective. Not in like the third dimensional perspective, but a more higher perspective about it. And this energy is coming for a reason. It's coming to kind of heal something very heavy within you that needs to be released. It's not easy, but it needs to be released. So that's what I feel for Capricorn. One more card for Capricorn. It's on my stomach. I'm getting hungry. Did you guys hear my stomach growl? We're almost done. It's getting dark here too. So. Capricorn. We have the solar plexus chakra. So Cap, what this is saying is that even though these heavy energies are interfering with what you're doing and your emotional state, right? You're going to have a lot of boost of confidence also these coming weeks. You're going to have much more energy to kind of push on forward in certain things. Your solar plexus is going to be very activated. You're going to be working with it. You're going to heal certain wounds that kind of like really kind of harmed that part of you, harmed your confidence, harmed your I am, harmed your will of existing, or like your vitality. You know, you're going to have that force back with you. You know, it's going to be activated. Your Manipura is coming back. So So you just need to enhance it. So when you feel like that confidence coming back to you and working, boost it a bit more with crystals. Use citrine crystals, use a tiger's eye, so that it can enhance more, right? So even though there's a lot of dense energy with the death card, there's a lot of vitality also coming with the solar plexus coming within you. So you're really going to be healing that, and that's going to give you confidence to do certain things that you wouldn't have done before, right? And give you that boost of confidence to kind of do and go for it, right? And achieve certain things, right? Or yeah, that can be in relationships, that can be in careers, or can be anything. So that's a good message for you guys. So 15, yeah, it's just a lot of things ending right now at this moment that can be quite shocking with like the death energy. Kind of very well, it's kind of connecting with the tarot cards, so it can be a bit devastating, right? But with the solar plexus, that's going to push you forward to move past that energy and kind of have like a positive outcome from it. I know it's hard to understand that because like it's such it's a heavy energy, but this card really is promising something very nice and beautiful. So look forward for this when this moment comes, when you feel like your confidence is boosting up and you enhance it with crystals like citrine and you enhance it with like tiger's eye. You'll see how things are going to look forward, like move forward for you in a positive direction. Okay? But I feel like you need to just let go of the old first before you can move on forward to something positive. Okay? All right, so that was the earth signs. Now the last element is the air signs. So which one is that one? Libra is last though, so we're gonna do Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, so let's see for you, for my Aquarians. Oh, you have the same as Aries. So you have the sun. So Aquarius, sorry. Aquarius. So things are looking forward for you. Things are being much more optimistic. Things are working out. Things are much more vibrant. You have good news coming your way. Some sort of news coming your way, Aquarius. That's going to bring you much more joy into your life. It's going to be much more. You're going to be much more happy. There's just something that's quite positive coming your way that it's going to be quite a relief, I feel, and that's going to be pushing you forward to kind of like pursue on something that you were scared of pursuing, right, Aquarius? So this is definitely a yes to your question if you were asking in regards to relationship, if there's something in regards to your job, regards to a business, a project, or anything that you're thinking of. This is yes to your question. So things are going to work out and things are going to move forward. So look forward for these coming weeks. You're going to have good news coming your way, and it's going to be quite exciting for you. It's also a great opportunity for you to kind of go out and socialize, because it's just going to be quite optimistic. It's going to be quite positive, the results, I feel, whatever you try this week, right? And so quite alive, quite childlike too, kind of like a childlike personality. So you're just going to have to move on forward on that, and you're going to see that you're going to have great outcomes, Aquarius. Okay, so all right, one more card for Aquarius. These cards keep repeating. So we have the waiting game. So you have good news coming in, but it does require you to kind of wait for a bit. It won't come in really fast. It won't come like drastically quick. It requires you to be a bit patient on certain situations that will take time. So just be a little bit patient on the results. It's not going to be fast. It's going to be kind of a slow progress, but it's going to be a very positive, optimistic process, okay? So anything that you're thinking about to apply on a job or apply something, or maybe ask someone out, or any kind of things that you want to manifest, I feel like it's going to be positive, right? So it just requires you to be patient and waiting for the results, But I feel like the results are slowly going to manifest, and you're going to see how everything's going to come to fruition, right? So Aquarius, be very optimistic on what you're trying to do, because it looks like you're going to have a really, really positive result, okay? So it just requires you to make certain choices, requires you to wait a bit, because this is the Two of Wands. So this is also kind of like making a choice on something. Could be relationships, could be jobs, but I feel like you're gonna make the choice on the choice on the thing that gonna bring you the most joy. That's the advice, is that accept the thing that's gonna bring you more joy. Okay? Yeah, more connection, more vitality, something that makes you feel more alive. That's the choice that you should take, that you should head towards. Make that choice on the thing that makes you the most excited, right? That brings you more alive, that makes you feel more like a child. Okay, Aquarius? All right, so that was for Aquarius. After Aquarius, Gemini. So let's take a card for Gemini. 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 Should I turn my blue light on? Yes. Oh, that's nice. I should have turned it on earlier when the sun went down. It gets, it's not even down fully yet, the sun. It's only, it's 8:54 p.m. here in Kelowna. Okay, so Gemini. You have the Empress. So the Empress is saying that there is this kind of mother figure in your life right now at this moment. There's somebody who is very nurturing, very loving, very caring, that is very present with your emotions right now, Gemini. Very wanting to listen, very kind of like a person who is much of a healer, I think. They're very healing, and they have this way about them that is very motherly and very nurturing. It can be somebody older, can be somebody younger, who could even be a sibling, right? But they have like these qualities that can really help you out, Gemini. So make sure like you approach them, or take their advice on certain things, because they're there to help. She's very motherly, and perhaps it can be also a potential partner. It can be somebody you're very attracted, because the Empress is somebody very attractive. Could be like a beautiful woman that you're very drawn to, and like you want to connect with, right? So she's a very nurturing person. So she's it's easy to approach her, and she's very open. So to not be scared of approaching her, even though like you may be intimidated or not, approach her, because she's a very nurturing person, very loving person, and it's there to give a lot of advice and give you a lot of love, right? Now, if it's not about potential partners, and if it's just somebody from your family, then this person is going to be very heavily influencing you right now at this moment. It's going to be very present with you, and it's going to be giving you a lot of advice. Okay, take on her advice, okay? Because she is the queen of her throne. She's in her throne. She knows what she's doing, and she is queen of her kingdom, in a way, of her nurturing kingdom, right? Very earthy, very watery, same time. So somebody who is there for you, right? They have strong Venus sign in them too. So yeah, this person can really help heal certain wounds as well. Okay, so. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna eat soon. One more card for Gemini. Emotional loss. So there is like a feeling of loss for like could be like in regards to relationships, could be in regards to kind of family members or people that you're close to, or friendships. There is like sense of loss. I'm not sure if you're grieving right now, because there is a lot of death energy around right now. You maybe have lost a loved one, perhaps, or maybe in regards to things ending in relationships. So there's a lot of pain and sorrow in regards to this right now, and you're kind of learning to process that pain at this moment, Gemini. Trying to heal from that pain, trying to heal from that sorrow, right? Or certain situations that perhaps didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. And I feel like you just need to give it time, Gemini. Give it time to heal. You'll see how things will slowly progress, and there's a reason why these things happen. Perhaps certain things didn't it didn't work out for a reason. There's lots of reasons why things don't work out sometimes, and maybe you just need to kind of accept it and allow it to flow. And then you're going to see the answers later on. You're going to understand why later on, why these things happened and why you felt like this. You won't understand it now, but you'll understand it later. So if you are processing things from the past coming back to you, it's kind of like you're integrating it, you're processing it one more time before you kind of heal from it fully. So things come and go, but now I feel like this is coming back, and you need to kind of heal from that at this time. So this wound, and I feel like, this mother figure, a mother role figure, is going to be there to help you heal that wound. The Empress is going to help you to kind of heal that part of yourself. Maybe if it's healing certain relationships with mother, perhaps that's going to be, if you need to heal from mother issues, that's one thing too. It's going to be an opportunity for you to heal, seeing that pain is coming back again, right? And healing from something in regards to mother. So it can be either healing from a mother figure, healing from a situation regarding a mother figure that you need to process again and heal from, or discuss, or integrate. It could be that, or it could be a mother figure coming in to kind of heal that wound that you've had from perhaps in certain losses that you've had from relationships, or just relationships, or grieving or losses from other people or family members or friendships. Any losses that you've encountered, there's going to be somebody that's going to soothe that energy, an Empress energy that's going to make you feel much more better in regards to that pain that you need to release and heal from, Gemini. Okay, so 5. Yeah, you're going to need a lot of inner strength, Gemini, these weeks to process those emotions and to heal from that. And this mother figure will be there for you to push you forward and heal from that. Okay, so that's what I see for Gemini. Okay. So the last one that we are doing is Libra. So we're going to do Libra now. Libra. Ooh, my hair looks different in the dark. I just dyed my hair black recently. But I have like dark brown hair, so I don't know if you can tell it's completely black. But I like how it looks like at night. It looks cool at night. With like blue shines on it. I mean, my hair gets white all the time. Like, since I was young, I had like white hair all the time. But that's genetics from my mom, because my mom had the same issue. So she constantly had to dye her hair at a young age. I'm doing the same now, carrying her genes, carrying my mother's genes. My brother is worse though. He's got it at a more younger age than me. Like, ooh. My sister is the only one that doesn't have it. No, but even though my brother had it at a young age, I think it's cool. I mean, it's like, for me, because like I look so old when I have it on. He looks sophisticated. My brother looks sophisticated with it. But I don't know if I can tell if he still has it or not. I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, my sister's the only one that doesn't have. She has more of my dad's genes in that sense. Me and my brother, I think, have more of my mom's genes. So I gotta be dyeing my hair all the time like my mom. Yes, Father. Yes, my father agrees. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, Libra, you're the last sign, and I'm shuffling the wrong cards. All right, Libra. Let's see for you. Ten of Cups, Libra. You have it good. So, 10 of Cups. So this is a family card. This is a card of connection, bonding, and it's about. Sorry, I feel like an interruption of the energies right now. So anyway, so there's the Ten of Cups is about connection, bonding with family. It's about feeling connected with other people. It could be friends, joining a community, or being around like-minded individuals that kind of understand you and get you. So this is a good card, Libra. I feel like there's like a connection, there's a soul bond with others, and I feel like you can just embrace it and connect with it. See, there's just so much connection. It could be relationships, it could be your family. You're just going to be very satisfied, very happy and content with your environment these weeks, because there's just going to be such an emotional satisfaction, fulfillment. Just going to feel very complete. And of course, because you're going to be very connected with other people, you're going to be connected with your family, your home life, so there's just such a strong bond here being formed right now. Strong foundation too with others. So you're going to be quite happy and content these coming weeks. There's just something good coming your way. The rainbow's coming out. Perhaps, purchasing a home, buying a land, forming a family, getting married. There's just, or in the process of getting married, or in the process of being in a relationship. So the Ten of Cups is such a great card to get, Libra. It's like blessings coming your way, and while all the other signs are processing very heavy, dense energies, you have it really good, Libra. You are kind of receiving the gifts of your hard work, I guess. It's like getting kind of like a good karma, I feel. Well, not good. Well, yeah, good karma, but I feel like it's just like, I think you've already processed a lot of heavy things, Libra, that now it's time for you to process something much more lighter for yourself. And or kind of like feeling that reward, I feel, right? And kind of feeling that joy of life at this time, at this moment, right? With other people, because the Ten of Cups is sharing that joy with other people, right? So one more card for Libra. Yes, passion ignited. There's just going to be something that's going to ignite inside of you, Libra, that's just going to bring you full of excitement and joy with other people. Attraction with other people, perhaps, or just like something's, your vitality coming back. See, your heart chakra boosting up again, or your solar plexus boosting up again. There's just so much kind of fuel igniting inside of you that's going to be activated, and you're going to be very kind of like, your wings are going to be spreading. You're going to be connecting in tune with something that brings you so much excitement and joy. And it's something to do with the people you're bonding with, you're connecting with, kind of like a family vibe, right? Soul vibe, soul connection, or it can be your blood family. And it's gonna awaken something inside of you. It's just gonna make you so much more alive, and it's gonna make you so full of passion, right? The passion is ignited. Your flame has been ignited. So something that ignites your flame, it's going to be ignited. So yeah, perhaps resolving certain conflicts too, that maybe misunderstandings, and now you can understand and see the bigger picture of a situation. That's going to bring like more joy and happiness in your environment with the Ten of Cups, and it's going to make you much more, I feel like it's like something was like off, like your flame was off, I feel. And I relate to this because in the beginning of the video I talk about my oracle my oracle altar that I'm activating, and that my crystal teacher, she kind of reads it and sees what's wrong with you inside and what's happening, but using the 4 elements. And one thing she told me is that my fire is off, and then I have to ignite my fire back on, right, in the side of the masculine. And I have a feeling that you have the same issue, Libra. I have a similar issue, and I feel like now this week you're going to be able to activate that part of you again, like turn on that light, turn on that flame back again within you, and maybe a phoenix unleash, or the fire that unleashed the soul activated, something like that. And I relate to that situation because I'm going through something similar too, right? And then I'm using these kind of altar class rituals to kind of activate that part of myself again, and like kind of ignite my flame back again, and bring that passion back and that feeling of aliveness back, right? Or just have your soul back, That's what I feel, like your true essence ignited again. That's what I feel, Libra, for you. And that's why you're going to feel so connected and so in tune with everyone else. So, wow, that's great for Libra. So I'm really happy for you guys. Very happy for Libra. Okay, so that was all the zodiac signs. And if you guys wanted to see what your messages were before this reading, you can actually visit my Instagram page, not the Divine Intuition one, the Michelle M Tarot. That's my personal one. The last video I did was an all signs reading, so I'll put the link on here on the chats below too. The thing about this video though is that half of it is in Spanish and half of it is in English. So I do English, Spanish, so I talk. Because I have a lot of family members there that speak Spanish and that don't understand English. So if you're patient hearing my Spanish part, you'll be able to hear your English part after. So I just take turn back and forth. I don't do like straight English and then straight Spanish with all the signs. I just do English. So I do one sign, English, Spanish. Then another sign, English, Spanish. Another sign, English, Spanish. So I'll leave the link below. So yeah, that's oops, that's the link of my my all signs reading. That's the link of it's the all sign. I feel like energy is interrupting again. So that's an all signs reading video. And then this one below here, and this one below here is the Instagram page that you guys can follow me. That's my personal Instagram page, so you guys can follow me there, because I'm going to base it more on tarot, I feel. Nature and tarot. And then Divine Intuition is more like an art form. So I'm going to make it more artistic. You'll see what I'll do with that page. I have a lot of ideas for that. I'm still going to post some videos there on Divine Intuition, but it will be mostly art-based too. There. Okay. So I left 3 links there in the bottom. The first link is the video that you guys can watch that I do an all signs reading there. And I start with Libra first. And I ended with Scorpio. I have the timestamps are there, so you can just check on the description. All the timestamps are there to see your reading. It's in English and Spanish. And then the second link is the actual Instagram page, my personal Instagram page, Michelle M Tarot, if you want to follow me there. And then the last link is the Divine Intuition one, where I'm gonna continue making videos, but it's gonna be more artistic. So yeah, so that was all the readings for all the signs. Thank you guys for coming and joining. Yeah, so we can still chill here for a bit if you guys want to, but I'm done all the readings. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can write it in the chat below and I can answer. If not, if there's no questions, then I guess I'll just end it now, I guess. So yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys liked the little chat earlier in the beginning, because in the beginning I kind of talk a bit more about myself, what I'm going through, my personal situations, my altar classes, the classes of my altars that I'm doing, and the rituals too. So yeah, it depends what you guys want. So yeah, but I feel like a lot of energies happening right now. So I have to learn to balance my energies too. So yeah, it depends on you guys. Yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna end it now because I'm just getting sidetracked. And yeah, no questions. Okay, it's fine. No questions. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading for all the signs. If you liked this reading and want to see more, subscribe to my channel, Divine Intuition. And also follow me in those links that I leave there. I'll leave it in the description below too, because after this live stream, I have to do a timestamp. I have to go through the video again, do the timestamps again to go over it. But yeah, in the beginning, just go in the beginning of the video and and you'll see what I'm going through, what I'm learning, and then my process, my integration, and then I go into the reading. So, all right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream reading. I'll be doing more of these in the future once I move into my new place. I set it up, everything, and I'm just going to be doing live streams all the time. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you for coming, and have a blessed night and good night rest, and a beautiful morning as well. Very healing as well. Okay. And I'll see you guys soon again. Okay. Bye. Thank you for coming.